what is data flow verification? So you must listen this video very carefully because it's very important for your licensing procedures. So because most of the students are struggling in the name of data flow processes, and most of the agencies also cheating the students in the name of data flow processes because they don't know, the candidates don't know exactly what is data flow, what is a verification process and all. So just listen very carefully. Data flow means it's a verification process. They will verify your certificates are genuine or fake. That's it. So data flow is a physical verification. So data flow is a private detective team. So it's appointed by different ministries. So we are saying Dubai data flow, Oman data flow, Qatar data flow, like that. Data flow is common. It's also called a primary source verification team. So that the data flow report also we can convert. UAE data flow report we can change this to another country. Oman data flow report if we have, we can change this to another country. We can give only the conversion fee. So conversion is possible in the for the data flow. And data flow, they will take the report from your university as well as take the report from your council, as well as they will come directly to your experience organization, or they may make a mail to your experience organization, hospital or clinic or wherever you have work, and as well as, or they maybe make a call to their organization. Maybe they will send the mail of a form is there for the data flow verification form. So they will send the mail and they will make a call to your employer, please fill the form and send back to us. So they will check the document, whatever you given, that is same or not through this verification form. So all the time take care about the data flow person come directly to your hospital or clinic. Like that you need to think, and you need to take that type of precautions while application. So once you start the data flow, the verification normally happen if you're on the for your experience certificate and university certificate. Generally after around 4 6 days the verification they will start it. Generally up to 48 hours we have the time. We can cancel the application also, we will get the refund. So that is 48 hours are there after application. So after 48 hours there is no refund, we cannot cancel the application, they will proceed the inquiry process. So once you do the application, once you start the data flow process, better to inform your employer, okay, I have just submitted this certificate for the verification, please issue the report very fast. Then only the report will be make fast, otherwise the process will be delayed. Generally the data flow report, it will take around 30 to 35 working days. Some cases they will issue within 20 25 days, or some cases it will be delayed. That is based on your verification, your employer or your university delay. Understood? So if they are fast, our data flow team also make it fast. And data flow, generally three type of reporting system is there. So data flow report may be positive or negative or insufficient verification. It should be positive for the licensing process. So it should not be a negative. If it is a negative or insufficient verification, means we have one more stage, one more step for the re-verification. That also most probably they will give the same result only. So in a second stage also it's the same result. There is no any other option. It's very difficult to proceed the next stage of verification. So take care about that while application of data flow. So if you have before, if for example, maybe 4 years or 5 years back, you have another country data flow, maybe it was negative or whatever it is there, just to transparently talk to the agency. Okay, whoever is doing the data flow, just openly talk to them. This has happened before, maybe I got the negative, or before I have done another data flow. Just openly talk to them, as well as your genuinity of the experience certificates. Okay, you don't, in the name of things like data flow, so many persons arranging fake certificate and they are giving the fake certificate. So, and they are getting the negative report. They spend a lot of money for getting the certificate. So you should not be a victim of that, because I have a lot of in our office itself, a lot of candidates are calling, I got the negative report of data flow and my hospital or my clinic has blacklisted. You understand, some clinic has been blacklisted, some university has been blacklisted, and so take care about that. So your university should not be blacklisted, and your experience hospital should not be blacklisted, because some hospital they are giving unnecessary, they are giving experience certificate, that means fake experience certificate. Once they come to know, they will keep your experience. Maybe your experience is genuine, but the hospital is blacklisted or clinic is blacklisted, maybe university is blacklisted. So take care about that. So data flow is a very crucial step. Without data flow without data flow report, you will not get any registration from the country. So even Dubai or Abu Dhabi, but the data flow, step of data flow, maybe first data flow or first exam, that is depend on the country to country, it will be vary. Got it. And once you that, I have another video, different videos are there based on the country to country, what are the process and everything, you can go through that. And good standing certificate is one of the document for the data flow. Good standing certificate also, how to take the good standing certificate, I have another video, you can go through that. So if you applying for the process like Dubai or Abu Dhabi or UAE exam, good standing is one of the document. So for that purpose, before start the data flow, take the good standing certificate, then only start the data flow. Otherwise, data flow will be delayed. If you are not submitting the good standing certificate, maybe they will give insufficient verification. Take care about that while submitting the experience certificate of the good standing certificate. Sorry, experience certificate of the for the data flow verification process. That means don't keep unnecessary words in the experience certificate. Maybe you are a nurse, staff nurse. Okay, so your post is staff nurse. So your exam is staff nurse. But your experience certificate, they are mentioning like staff nurse in the ward with the other duty or infection control duty or that duty. If they mention like that, they say, okay, you need to submit the job description. I got it there. Maybe okay, you are a doctor, so you are you have a particular post is there, but they will mention in the experience certificate academic related faculty like that. But you are applying for the licensing is not a faculty post. Okay, for the clinical related post, it's not a faculty post. So they will ask the job description. Maybe you are a pharmacist, so you are you have a charge of storekeeping also. They will mention you in your experience certificate in your organization, in your experience hospital. They give an experience certificate pharmacist with the storekeeper like that. So they will not accept, they will ask job description, so it will delay your process. So better keep the whatever is needed, that only mention. Whatever the post, which post you are applying, that post only mention on the experience certificate. Got it that if you are applying for the pharmacist, in the mention it is mentioned like a pharmacy assistant or a trainee post in the data flow in the experience certificate, they will not consider, it will be reject your verification process. As well as if you are a doctor and maybe you are applying for the specialist post, but your experience certificate mention another post, that also affect our the data flow. So which post we are applying, that post should be mentioned, that post only better in mention on the experience certificate. And data flow, some validities are there. Maximum the recent experience you need to give for the data flow verification. So recent experience, because in Dubai, all the countries, they want the recent experience. Maybe you have around 5 years of experience, but the minimum eligibility is 2 years, so they want the recent 2 years. If you have 5 years of experience but the recent you don't have 2 years of experience, they will not accept your application. Understood? So the recent experience, so better to give the latest last, the due date should be the last, it will be the last 3 months. Last 3 months, the due date maximum, better to give the last 3 months. So that is more benefit for you. Otherwise, maybe they will ask again recent experience and all. And once you get the data flow report, better to submit for the licensing process very fast. Maximum within 6 months you just submit to ministry for the licensing. Data flow exam and attested certificate, everything is needed for the licensing, right? So once you clear exam and all this process finish, so better to apply for the licensing maximum within 6 months. Maybe if it is delay, if you are processing for licensing into the particular country is delay, they may be asked recent experience again. Maybe you done the data flow and you go to you are a nurse, maybe your husband is working in Dubai, and you done the data flow and you write the exam, but you go to Dubai and you stay with your husband, and after 7 months or 8 months you are applying for the license. Maybe Dubai now there is not that much problem, but sometimes in the UAE amounts, if you are applying, definitely they will ask recent experience. So that recent experience again you need to do the data flow. So maybe you are in Dubai or UAE. So how can you take the experience certificate? How can you do the data flow? You will be struggled. So take care about that. So whenever you do the data flow, it should be the latest one, and whenever you do the data flow, maximum within 6 months, do the registration. That is more recommended one. So that is about the data flow processes. And in the name of data flow, so many fraudulent agencies are there. So many fraudulent business persons are there. They will be cheat unnecessary money. They will take. They maybe call you. You are getting negative report. Well, okay, you are getting negative report. You are getting this report. You pay some 25,000 or 50,000 like that. So many cases are there. I know a lot of persons, they are doing this type of business because we are getting a lot of call from the candidates. They are cheated in the name of data flow, and they are saying. Recently, one of my friend told me, and I think Dubai, Oman, there is no data flow. So they done the Oman data flow through the Saudi. First they done the Saudi data flow, then the Saudi data flow convert to Oman. They charge more than 70,000 rupees, something like that. So exactly nothing is there. That is all false information. So somebody maybe they criticize you in the name of data flow. They maybe not give the barcode. If you get the barcode of the data flow, you can check the status of the data flow. So some agencies, they not issuing your credential because they will create an email ID for in the name of you, Understood. And they will apply by using the name, email ID, and passport number. Once they create like that, we cannot change it. And so better to take the email ID as well as the barcode of the Dataflow application. So you can also check the status directly through the Google itself. So Dataflow is a private detective name. So most of the agencies are doing the fraudulent business in the name of Dataflow. You should not be a victim for the Dataflow. And experience certificate, the what are the things you need to give the experience certificate. Another thing is there. Okay, recently I have an experience. One of my student given the Dataflow. So I think the pharmacy, she worked for the 2 years. The pharmacy start just I think around 2.5 hours almost. So they ask the registration of the pharmacy like that. So somebody doing the fake certificate from the pharmacy and all these things, and they are giving pharmacy maybe start 1 year, but they are given like a 3 year like that. So take care about that. So better to avoid the giving the fake certificate, because once you get the negative report, it is very difficult to come back, and again you need to work that much number of years. Maybe they detected you your data flow is negative. That means last 3 year experience. That means again you need to work 3 year in your home country, because that experience certificate again you need to undergo the verification, then only you'll get the registration. That also a little bit struggle, because at the time in the future they will ask why you get that negative report, what is the explanation. Like that, a lot of students are struggling in the name of data flow. And so only authentic, only trustable organization only you need to approach for the data flow application. So about the fraudulent, or how you be in the trap in the fraudulent business persons in the name of data flow, I have another video, you can go through that, as well as what are the documents needed for that also I have another video, how to get the good standing certificate. So that also I have another video, you can just go through that. And maximum, if you have the minimum eligibility criteria, so the in between the experience, for example you have more than 2 experience certificate. So in between one firm to another firm, the gap will be less than 1 month or maximum 3 months. So some gap they will consider. For example, you are a maternity leave up to 6 months, it's okay. So that certificate we need to do the embassy attestation and submit. Okay, they will verify, and the gap they will consider. Oh, they may be like you having some sick leave, that certificate also we can do. And IELTS, you undergo the IELTS courses and all, up to 3 month IELTS course certificate, if you do the embassy attestation and submit, their gap also you can cover. So otherwise, if you have only 2 year, and 2 year is a minimum eligibility, and in that you have more than 1 month of gap in between the organization, if you work more than one like a firm, so that gap they will calculate. So better calculate the date, also very important. So one day also less, it will be affected. And the reporting system, maybe your employer given the report he worked not this much days, just 1 month back or 1 day back, you maybe get the negative report. So whatever you submit the date mentioned on the experience certificate, the same date should be given as a report. Okay, 2 date, no problem. Still continuing is not a problem. Still continuing certificate means the issue date of experience certificate is considered as a last date. So while doing the verification, if little bit more day, also no problem. And how the calculate the data flow means, some country, that is based on the country to country, it will be vary. That means some country they will calculate the experience after the registration. Some country they will calculate the registration after the exam conducting month. So take care about that. So especially Abu Dhabi, so the experience Abu Dhabi, Oman, and all experience calculate only after the registration. So keep in your mind, wherever you are working in that state, you must be registered. Without registration, don't work anywhere. So take care about that. Otherwise, the experience will not be useful in the future. Like that, a lot of stories we are getting from the students. They work in Mumbai, work in Delhi, so but still don't have any registration. Somebody work in Saudi without registration. After 2 years, how can we submit the experience certificate? Because in which country experience certificate we are given, that particular country registration certificate we should submit, and that registration approved authority or registration issued authority, so good standing certificate has to give. So okay, some country good standing is not needed, but we need to give the registration. So registration should be under the data flow. But or some concession, some Oman registration without data flow also they will approve, but keep in your mind, so you need to do the embassy attestation of the registration. So registration is mandatory for the registration for the licensing of the particular country. Registration means in your home country, in your experienced area, in your experienced country, registration is mandatory. Then only they calculate the experience certificate. Take care about that. And the report normally negative, positive, as well as insufficient verification, it should be positive. So this is all about the data flow verification process or primary source verification process. So take care about that. Maximum all the agencies, you inform them if they are applying for the data flow, and just better to buy using your own mobile number. So whatever the email create, and you will get the OTP. And the future, once they complete the data flow process, get back your credential details, like your what the email ID created for you for the communication and all, and so which mobile number they used for the communication and all. So these all the things you need to take before starting the process. Once you start the process, you will be, if it is not a good agency, if it is a only money minded agency, you will be definitely affected. So this is all about the data flow process. Take care about that. You can just definitely you should listen my another video, that is how to do the fraudulent business in the name of this type of overseas licensing as well as overseas jobs.